we found a female who had been shot. The suspect was nearby. He fired at officers. Officers exchanged gunfire with him. Nobody was injured in that exchange.
Welcome back to Evil Uncovered, where we delve into the darkest corners of humanity to bring you the most shocking true crime stories. Today, we're uncovering what happened to 38-year-old Kiva Herrera of Louisiana. Before we begin, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Now, let's dive in. Kiva was a diva, honey. She was a beautiful, bright lady with a big personality that brought joy and happiness to all she came in contact with. Her smile was like a ray of sunshine. It was so infectious. She worked as an admin for a solar electric power company and had earned a bachelor's of science in healthcare management. Unfortunately, Kiva was in a relationship with 45-year-old Sheldon Magee. He was abusing her on a regular basis. She had recently decided that she had had enough of Sheldon's bullshit, so she ended the relationship. She secretly rented a hotel room and decided she was leaving the home that she shared with this clown. On August the 11th, 2019, Sheldon found Kiva's car in the parking lot of the hotel that she was staying at. Witnesses saw her struggling, crying, trying to get away from him in the parking lot, so they notified the manager of the hotel. Management came out trying to defuse the situation, asking if everything was okay. By this time, Kiva was sitting on the ground with her hands together praying. Magee responded to the manager and said they were just having a misunderstanding. Kiva seemed terrified, so the manager backed away and called the police. Two eyewitnesses both testified that Magee pointed the weapon at the victim and shot her. Then he casually walked away as if nothing had happened. As police arrived on the scene,
he was pulling on her arm. She was attempting to get away.
Courtyard by Marriott.
Witnesses called police around 1:15 Sunday afternoon to report hearing gunshots in the parking lot.
Yeah, we got one female. Gunshot to the head.
And Adolph says arriving officers found Magee nearby, still armed.
Suspect is still on location with a gun held to his head at this time.
He refused to comply with instructions given to him by the officer, and in fact fired at least 2 rounds at the police officer. Our officer returned fire. Fortunately, no one was hit.
the officer says that Magee was laying in the grass. As they were trying to detain and bring him to the patrol car, he broke away from them and jumped into the lake. But they were able to apprehend him quickly. There was a text message and evidence from Kiva to Magee which read, "God has revealed so much to me. He has also strengthened me. Strengthen me to know my worth. Strengthen me to walk away and never return to an abusive person such as yourself. You are a 45-year-old man, and your choice in life is to now stalk me. Where did you think that would end up for you? I'm taking every step with the law legally to protect myself, and eventually justice will be served." The case was eventually tried in the 434th District Court before presiding judge J. Christian Becerra. Murder is a first-degree felony punishable by 5 to 99 years or life in prison, and a fine up to $10,000. Magee was not eligible for probation and must serve at least half of his sentence before being considered for parole. Assistant District Attorneys Sonny Mitchell and Lauren Valente tried the case. During the testimony of the witnesses, it was explained to the jury that Magee and Kiva were in a relationship and living together until she recently had ended it. He stalked her for days leading up to her murder. Eventually, Sheldon Wilfred Vashon Magee was convicted of murder and sentenced to 50 years in prison by a Fort Bend County jury. Kiva was a courageous woman who walked away from an abusive relationship. The defendant stalked and terrorized her as she tried to begin a new life without him. He ultimately murdered the woman he claimed to love. The jury's verdict ensures that Sheldon Magee will never be able to harm anyone else, while also sending a clear message that domestic violence will not be tolerated in that community. District Attorney Brian Middleton commented, "Too often, abuse ends in senseless tragedy. We honor the victim's request and held Sheldon Magee accountable for his depraved, heartless, selfish actions. The Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office remains committed to ending domestic violence and will continue to hold perpetrators accountable." Thank you for joining us into this harrowing journey into what happened to Kiva Herrera. If you found this video informative and want to explore more true crime stories, support the channel. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments and like and share this video with your friends. Until next time.